In this video, we'll see how to create a traditional paper test using the McGraw-Hill Connect test bank. From your home page in Connect, open up the week where you want to create the exam, and you'll see there's already a placeholder for the exam. Open up the exam. Under Assignment Options, select Edit Assignment. Enter a name and enter some instructions, but keep in mind the instructions will only be available to students who view this online after the exam is over. Click Add Questions. Select the chapter that you want to take questions from, and we will use the test bank. You can see there are 60 questions in the test bank. We're going to select the first one to preview it. You can read the question, and if you like the question, pull down this drop-down menu and say Add it as an individual question. Use the arrow to look at subsequent questions and add all the questions that you want to be on your exam. When you have finished adding questions, scroll to the bottom and select Set Policies. Set the availability to Now, which will enable you to print the exam. Don't worry about the due date as long as it is set for some point in the future. Scroll down to Settings, make sure that Allow Printing is checked under the Basic settings, and under Resources, make sure all of the boxes are not checked. Then click Review and Assign. Leave this page as is, and click Assign, which will take you back to your home page. As soon as the home page appears, open up the week where you were creating the exam, and remove visibility from the exam that you've just created so that students will not be able to see it. Now select the exam. Click Student Assignment View, say OK, and then click the print icon. This shows you the exam as it will be printed. Select Print. I typically print to a PDF. Click Save, put it on your desktop if that's convenient, and click Save again to save the printed version of your exam. Click Cancel to go back to the student view, and then select Close and return to Instructor View. Back at the Instructor view, under Assignment Options, select Edit Assignment. Go to Set Policies. Now change the availability date so that it represents the day and the time when your exam ends. Not when it begins, when it ends. If you want your students to be able to review this exam online, set the due date for sometime near the end of the semester. If you do not want your students to be able to review the exam online, set the due date for the same time as the availability date plus 1 minute. And make sure you select Automatically Submit as is on the due date. This will prevent your students from being able to access the test except for that single minute after the test is over. Scroll down to the bottom and select Review and Assign. Leave this page as is, scroll to the bottom, click Assign, which takes you back to your home page. Open up the week with the exam that you've just created and click on the visibility so that it's now visible to your students, keeping in mind that your students will not be able to open the exam or look at it until the availability date is reached, which should be set to the time that your exam ends. That's how you create an exam from the McGraw-Hill Connect test bank. If I now open up the PDF that we created, we can see the exam and print it, but it cannot be edited. Many people will want to add a cover page, and here's one example. You can print this out and add it to the front of your test. That's all.